Don't let the unknowns of tomorrow weigh you down. The same timeless force that sustains you today will continue to guide your path, day after day. Trust in its power. It will either shield you from hardship or grant you the strength to endure it. This is a truth worth holding on to. No matter what life throws at you, within you lies an unshakable capacity to rise above it. Regret, that haunting shadow of missed opportunities and roads not taken, is something we've all felt at one time or another. But imagine living a life free from such burdens. History's greatest minds, like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, mastered this art through Stoicism, a philosophy rooted in clarity, purpose, and unwavering resolve. Their wisdom wasn't confined to contemplation. They lived boldly, shaping their worlds with deliberate action and equanimity. And now, these ancient teachings are here for us to harness. Stoicism isn't just about understanding the past. It's about wielding its lessons to forge a better future. Its principles can help you navigate stress, silence anxiety, and make decisions aligned with your core values. By embracing Stoic philosophy, you'll unlock tools to live without regret, transforming how you approach both triumphs and trials. Consider Marcus Aurelius, who led Rome through the Antonine Plague, a catastrophic event that could have unraveled the empire. Instead of succumbing to fear, he responded with calm rationality, funding military efforts and aiding afflicted families. His leadership embodied Stoic ideals, decisions driven by reason, not panic. From his example, we learn a profound lesson. Challenges are inevitable, but they aren't insurmountable. As Marcus wisely noted, look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Life operates in cycles, and the struggles we face today echo those of yesterday. Heraclitus captured this beautifully when he declared that change is the only constant. Stoicism teaches us to see our challenges as threads in the grand tapestry of existence, temporary, yet transformative. Even Aristotle recognized that suffering often births wisdom. Though adversity may sting, it carves out space for growth. Whether confronting pandemics, environmental crises, or societal upheavals, we can draw solace from knowing that humanity has faced and overcome similar trials before. What sets Stoicism apart is its empowering premise. While we cannot control external events, we hold absolute dominion over our responses. Epictetus put it succinctly, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. With this mindset, obstacles cease to be barriers. Instead, they become stepping stones toward personal evolution. Marcus Aurelius offered another piercing insight. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. In today's hyper-connected world, this paradox feels sharper than ever. Social media floods us with curated lives and endless opinions, pulling us away from what truly matters. Anxiety spikes as we chase validation from sources outside ourselves. Yet Stoicism reminds us that peace comes from within. It urges us to filter out the noise, to focus on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and reactions. When you strip away distractions, you create room to live intentionally. Your choices flow from authenticity, not the fleeting whims of others. To embody Stoicism is to stand firm, even amidst chaos, to anchor yourself in purpose, regardless of the storms raging around you. Living without regrets doesn't mean striving for perfection. It means meeting challenges head-on, drawing lessons from history, and focusing on what lies within your power. By adopting Stoic principles, you'll move through life with resilience, purpose, and serenity. You won't be swayed by the uncertainties of tomorrow or the clamor of today. You'll chart your course with clarity and conviction, crafting a life defined not by fear, but by fearless forward motion. By embracing self-awareness, rationality, and growth, you have the power to craft a life unburdened by regret, a life rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. So what's holding you back from adopting this transformative mindset? The ability to reshape your existence lies firmly within your grasp. Let the principles of Stoicism serve as your toolkit, equipping you with the clarity and resilience needed to unlock your potential and face each day with purpose. True freedom isn't found in bending to the whims of others' opinions. It emerges from cultivating inner strength and character. It's about mastering what we can control while releasing our grip on what remains beyond us. As Epictetus wisely declared, only the educated are free. This education transcends textbooks and classrooms. It is the art of emotional independence, learning to rise above external pressures and honing discernment amidst life's relentless noise. In an era where public opinion and sensationalized media distort reality, this Stoic teaching is more vital than ever. It reminds us not to be swayed by fear, greed, or societal turbulence, but to anchor ourselves in our values and focus solely on what we can shape, our thoughts and actions. By doing so, we carve out clarity in chaos and forge a path authentic to who we truly are. This inward focus isn't unique to Stoicism. Socrates urged humanity to know thyself, emphasizing that peace and wisdom stem from understanding oneself rather than seeking validation from others. Similarly, Plato's allegory of the cave challenges us to look beyond society's illusions and step into the light of truth. By prioritizing what truly matters, we sharpen our ability to distinguish constructive feedback from mere distractions, fortifying our resilience and autonomy. We remain steadfast in our principles, unshaken by irrational fears or fleeting trends. Focusing on what lies within our control allows us to navigate life with poise and confidence, trusting in our reason and decisions. By silencing external noise, we achieve personal peace and clarity and become better equipped to contribute meaningfully to the world, grounded in our deepest values. Stoicism teaches that living well isn't merely about enduring hardship, but fully engaging with the present moment. Marcus Aurelius captured this essence when he said, "It is not the future or what has passed that afflicts you, but always the present." This insight calls us to release the weight of past regrets and future anxieties, inviting us instead to immerse ourselves in the now. Mindfulness stands at the heart of Stoic practice, a practice of being fully present, observing our surroundings, emotions, and thoughts without judgment. Such awareness liberates us from the anxieties tied to uncertainty about the future or dwelling on the past, freeing us to live fully in the present. Epictetus reinforced this idea, advising, do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead, want them to happen as they do, and your life will go well. This doesn't advocate passivity, but encourages aligning our desires with reality rather than resisting it. Acceptance fosters peace, empowering us to meet whatever arises with calm determination. Mindfulness also resonates deeply across broader philosophical traditions. Aristotle emphasized virtuous action performed with full presence, while Plato urged engagement with reality as it truly is, not as it appears through illusion or distraction. Practicing mindfulness requires no grand gestures. Simply paying attention during daily activities like breathing, eating, walking, or conversing can deepen our connection to the present moment. Not only does this reduce stress, but it also heightens our appreciation for life's simplest joys. Marcus Aurelius encapsulated this philosophy beautifully. Life is short. That's all there is to say. Get what you can from the present, thoughtfully and justly. This reflects a core Stoic belief, making the most of today, not for selfish indulgence, but in service of both personal fulfillment and the greater good. Seizing the moment doesn't mean reckless abandon or hedonistic pursuits. Instead, it means approaching every opportunity with intention, ensuring our actions align with our values, and using our time wisely. When we live this way, we create lives rich with purpose, not only for ourselves but also for those around us. In our modern age, we often find ourselves ensnared in environments of delayed returns, where the seeds we plant today may take weeks, months, or even years to bear fruit. Yet Stoicism reminds us that true progress begins now, with how we choose to think, act, and respond in this very moment. It can feel maddeningly unfair. You pour your time, energy, and effort into something, yet the fruits of your labor remain frustratingly distant, shrouded in uncertainty. The weight of this gap between action and outcome leaves us vulnerable to stress, doubt, impatience, and a gnawing fear that we're wasting our efforts. But here's the truth. This tension isn't a modern struggle. It's an ancient one, deeply understood by the Stoics who faced it head-on. Their solution? Simple yet profound. Focus on the process, not the prize. You cannot dictate when or how rewards will come, but you hold absolute power over how you show up each day. Consider something as ordinary as taking a walk. On the surface, it might seem like just another way to burn calories or stretch your legs. Yet through the lens of Stoicism, it transforms into something greater, a ritual for clearing mental clutter, reflecting on life, and grounding yourself in the present moment. Each step becomes deliberate, an act of mindfulness that sharpens your mind and readies you for whatever lies ahead. What about preparing a healthy meal? To some, it may appear as nothing more than sustenance. But to the Stoic, it's an act of self-respect, a declaration that you value yourself enough to nourish your body with care. Every ingredient chopped thoughtfully is a reaffirmation of your commitment to well-being, to living intentionally, and to honoring the principles that guide your life. Even hobbies, painting, writing, playing music, are elevated beyond mere pastimes. They become opportunities for growth, self-expression, and presence. In a world obsessed with rushing toward the future, these moments tether you to the now, offering solace from the relentless pull of uncertainty. Take Marcus Aurelius, perhaps history's greatest example of Stoic leadership. Amidst the chaos of ruling an empire and waging wars, he carved out time to reflect, write, and refine his thoughts. His meditations weren't idle musings. They were his anchor, ensuring his actions aligned with his values even when surrounded by turmoil. He didn't wait for calm seas to practice discipline. Instead, he found calm within himself, no matter the storm outside. Seneca adds his voice to this wisdom. Cling to your principles as if they were divine commands. This isn't about blind adherence to rigid rules. It's about treating your daily practices as sacred rituals. Reflection, self-care, mindful action, these aren't luxuries. They're the bedrock of resilience and peace. They allow you to stand firm, unshaken by the winds of uncertainty. This philosophy isn't selfish or indulgent. It's essential. By nurturing yourself, you fortify your ability to face life's challenges with clarity and strength. When you live according to your values, you don't just serve yourself. You position yourself to better serve others. Look at Marcus Aurelius during the Antonine Plague. While many fled Rome to escape disease, he stayed behind to protect and care for his people. His leadership wasn't driven by fear, but by duty, a principle central to Stoicism. Service isn't merely noble. It's indispensable to a virtuous life. Our well-being is intertwined with the well-being of others. When we lift someone else's burdens, we lighten our own. Science echoes what the Stoics knew all along. Acts of kindness and service reduce stress, boost happiness, and strengthen human connection. As Seneca wisely put it, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Every interaction, a word of encouragement, a helping hand, simply being fully present, is a chance to connect and contribute. In serving others, we find deeper meaning and fulfillment for ourselves. Epictetus reminds us, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Stoicism teaches us that our response to adversity, through compassion and purposeful action, defines our character and builds resilience. By turning outward to help others, we cultivate inner peace and strength. We transform challenges into opportunities for growth. So ask yourself today, what small, meaningful action can you take right now that aligns with your deepest values? Whether it's practicing self-care, extending kindness, or simply showing up for someone in need, every choice shapes the life you're building. The journey to a more intentional, resilient existence begins with one thoughtful step. The rewards may not arrive immediately, but trust this. Every action you take plants a seed, and seeds grow.